Okay, let's start wrapping up the market. We're seeing a 0.5% cut coming in for the benchmark indices. Not alarming, but I would still say that in recent history, at least, as far as I can date back my memory, from this year, from what the market has done this year versus December of 2017, I don't remember seeing such a significant cut on the mid cap and the small cap index. So down close to 2% plus on each of those indices, and for the markets, just shy of 10,700, but we're still holding on to critical levels for the index, so that's not going anywhere. IT is your main sector for the day. It's the start of the session. Wipro 5% higher, Infosys 5% higher, HCL Tech higher by about 4.5%, TCS higher by 4%, Tech Mahindra higher by about 3%. So it's IT and IT all the way. We can talk about it a little bit more because that's really, a standout performer given the ranked underperformance this sector has witnessed over the course of the last 3 years. So if IT is rising and if the tide is turning from a conviction standpoint on this space, and that's something that can definitely reward investors given that valuations are at a discount to the market overall and relative to other sectors as well. We are looking at Dr. Reddy's and Z Entertainment, Ultratech Cement holding out in trade, but I think the headlines have been made by the IT majors. ICICI Bank also, I must not forget, it's a slow and steady move, 2% a day. So I think cumulatively over the last 3 sessions, ICICI would have clocked close to about 8 to 9% odd. And I think the market is making note of that move. So just because it's not among the top 5, 6, 7 gainers, ICICI Bank should not be taken off the radar. It's definitely a move which is making a mark. Among losers, HPCL is down 3.5%, Vedanta is down about 3%. Metals are cooling off. There's no taking away from that. Tata Steel, Reliance Industries, Hindalco, all of them have cooled off in the session. ITC is also lower by about 2%. So, host of losers, largely metals and PSU banks are taking it on the chin this afternoon.
Just winding down trade, and I just want to mark MCX's numbers because the numbers, the revenue from operations has fallen by about 11%, and these are year-on-year numbers that I'm talking about. Even the PAT has seen a very sharp slide down by about almost 45%, and you can see that impact coming in the stock price. Not that this was a strong mover from the word go. There's also that buzz that Kotak Mahindra Bank may be looking at offloading their stake in MCX. Remember, they hold about 15% stake in MCX, so that also kept the stock a little at bay. And now after the numbers, it's fallen a good 3% as we speak. For the Nifty, well, the headline number is okay. We've just about managed to, close around the 10,700 mark. But yes, it's about a 0.4% dip that you've seen for the day today. It's Indocount, it's HCC, Dish TV, Nalco and Federal Bank after its earnings has fallen quite a fair bit. So out of all the names that I read, the losses are as deep as about almost 9% for Indocount to about 7.5% for Federal Bank. IT clearly is the sole winner today, and ICICI Bank as well. You've got to give it, give credit where it's due. So this for a second day on the trot on an otherwise, simmered market has still managed to put on about 1.5% as we speak.